Bear with me here. All right. So, thank you everyone for joining, and we're going to get going officially right now. So, my name's Alan Pettit, and I am excited that you are here because I have been in sales for over 24 years, and I have been in multiple different companies to sell pretty much every type of product that you would ever think of, from credit cards all the way up to workers' comp for 2.1 million was the biggest ask for a workers' comp policy that I ever asked for, and all the way down to 25 bucks for just monthly internet service. So I have sold pretty much everything, even used cars. But what makes me different is that I am a salesperson that's actually recreates myself every 2 years, because there's always something new to learn. You never fully arrive, and you have a lot to offer the world, but you got to stay up to beat, up to talk, up to date, because the sales world is always changing, and so you need to keep up with it. And so I do a great job of helping people to stay on track and helping people to get involved with the sales world. And by the time you're done talking to me, so many bots are joining me. My goodness. Let me block all these people. Blocking, 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 blocking. Wow, lots of bots. My goodness. Okay, one more bot. Hey, Cornelio, how you doing? Put a one in the chat if it's freezing where you're at. What state are you in? What city are you in? All right. So moving right along, I'm going to be covering some stuff today that is, like I said, it's a webinar for about 20 minutes or less, and then we're going to shift throughout the webinar. This is going to be free. I'm not going to ask you for any money the whole entire time, so you can just relax and know that I'm not going to ask you for any money. And then also, I'm going to also be asking you to come join a free workshop that I'm doing next week in a school community by Maria D. And that's going to be 3 days long, and that's what I'm going to cover in this live. I'm going to cover everything you need to know about this upcoming workshop, and I'm also going to answer people live any sales questions they have. I have time for about one or two people to become a co-host in about 10 minutes from now, and I will actually, whatever burning question that you have, that is a problem that you have in your sales world, I am going to solve that problem for you. So look, hey, Kim, thank you for joining. You go by Kim or Kimberly? What do you prefer? Kimberly. I figured that was the case because that's what your profile says, but I am doing amazing, amazing, amazing. So, but
Are you able to hop on a call after the community call this afternoon?
100%. Yeah, I would love to. That'd be great. Yeah, I'd be honored to do that. No worries. Like right afterwards, you're thinking?
Yeah, but I have another call at 4.
Okay.
So
4. Okay.
after the 1 o'clock call,
Okay.
be perfect.
Okay. That I believe that works. Yeah, I'll make it work. That sounds good to me, because I've been interested in meeting with you. So, awesome.
Did you see my win this morning?
Your wins this morning? Hey, Ernie, welcome.
Yes.
What was your win? I haven't been. I've been producing a workshop, so I wasn't able to see it. So share your win. Share it live.
I was able to help somebody with the digital mastery, and she'd been following me on Facebook stories forever, and she finally got started yesterday.
Oh, that's awesome. Yay. Woo woo. I love it. Oh, we got Ernie in the house too. Ernie, did you hear that win? Wasn't that cool?
Hey, how are you doing?
I don't know why my camera's not working. I don't know how to get. I don't know this thing.
Click your picture, and it should pop up.
I don't know why it's echoing. Sorry.
Oh, there we go. Thank you. Hey.
Whoop whoop. I think it's gonna update. I wonder why we have the echo thing going on, but my goodness.
I don't hear an echo over here.
Oh, it's just me then. Okay. Do you have an echo in yours, Kimberly? Yeah, I do too.
I'm having an echo.
So weird.
Interesting.
You know what? Let me try this. I'm going to turn my volume all the way down or very lower. But I won't be able to hear what you guys say, though. That's weird. That doesn't fix anything. Well, we'll just deal with it. This is going to make it really hard. Okay. All right. So here's what I want to cover in today's live. We're going to be somewhat brief today. And how this is going to work is maybe let's try this. While I'm talking, you guys, well, you can't go to mute. Can I mute you guys? Can I do that? Microphone. Let me try that. Turn off. Okay, let me try that. Okay. I'm going to turn your guys' microphones off. Hold on. All right. Is there an echo now? No, there's not. Okay, cool. When you want to say something, just raise your hand and I'll unmute you. Okay, cool. All right. So here's what we're gonna do in the workshop today. This is gonna be real brief. It's gonna be about 20 minutes because Kim and I and probably Ernie, all three of us need to get to a training with Michelle O'Neill at 1, and it's currently 12:23. So I'm gonna take about 15 minutes and I'm gonna cast a vision for the honor that I've just been given to present I'm going to be teaching for 3 days on a workshop for Maria D's community. I'm super excited about this. So I'm going to be getting out of my community in school. I'm going to be going over to Maria D's, and we are going to have a 3-day worksheet on a very key pivotal thing that I'm going to go over in this webinar right now. It's called triangular sales. Okay. You're like, what the heck is triangular sales, right? So I'm going to explain that in about 10 to 12 minutes. And then if you guys have questions or whatnot, let me get through the 10 minutes and then I will go ahead and unmute Kim and Ernie and we'll go from there. It's going to be awesome. So let me see if I can flip my screen around here real quick because you don't need to see my face for this. I'd rather have you see what's on my screen. Flip camera. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. All right. So this isn't going to, maybe won't be too visible, but we'll just do our best. Can you guys see that decently? Kinda. All right. Awesome. And let me share my screen on YouTube real quick. Share screen, entire screen. Okay, cool. So I'm sharing there. Okay, here we go, guys. So this is day 1. Let me go over this real quick. Triangular Sales is a 3-day workshop. If you're doing everything you've been told to do online, posting consistently, telling your story, explaining the program clearly, and yet you still feel like sales isn't quite confident for you, you're something is uncomfortable, it feels forced, something's inconsistent, something's off, okay? So this is a 3-day program that's specifically designed to help people sell from one to many. This is not, you can use this kind of with a 1-to-1, but I really designed this sales program for one to many. So that's like what we're doing right now. I'm presenting myself, one person, to many people on social media that are hearing this. Now, let me tell you one thing before we move forward, and I want to be crystal clear about this. Here's the truth. You are not broken. Let me say it again. You are not broken. And as a matter of fact, the program you're promoting probably isn't the problem either. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. What's missing is a sales layer that most programs never even touch. And that's exactly what. And again, my name is Alan Pettit. Real quick, who am I? I've been doing sales for over 24 years across multiple industries. I've presented as big an ask as 2.1 million for a workers' comp policy when I worked for Berkshire Hathaway. And then also I've presented deals as low as $25 a month for simple internet service. So I've sold everything, even used cars. And throughout my tenure, I tend to break records and wherever I go because I keep recreating my sales strategies every 2 years. And that's a real big difference. Most salespeople, they'll just do the same sales tactics every year for 30 years straight. No, not me. For 24 years, almost 25 now, I have recreated myself 15 times. I keep up to date. And what does that mean? And for my most recent social proof, for anyone who wants to know if I know what I'm talking about, okay, here we go. Let's get it out of the way. For the last company that I worked for, that I was able to quit, I'll tell you how in a moment. I produced an increased valuation of over $6 million for that company because of my sales that I closed for them. Mind you, me, that was a $25 internet per month price. And that blew up the company valuation by me, one person, by $6 million in valuation. And on top of that, by the way, I only worked 40% of the year. I didn't even work the whole year. Okay. And the reason why is I was taking care of my elderly mom the other 60% of the time. They forced me to move forward because they wouldn't give me any more FMLA. But it was the best thing that I had ever happened in my life because she was in a full nursing home with full assist where she couldn't even get up and ambulate. She couldn't even go to the bathroom. And then what happened was I didn't like the care she was getting. So what I did was I made enough money. I made enough a digital world that was created that I was able to quit my job. I was able to move her out of that nursing home, put her into her own home again, and I took care of her with the care that she needed, and now she's fully independent again. Because of my sales ability, it allowed me to go down that path. So what I do is, I'm not saying this to impress you. I'm just saying this to reassure you that what I'm teaching works. This is not about hype. This is not about pressure, nor is it about manipulation. I can't stand that. So let's get back to the slide here. Day one, the missing sales layer that most programs skip. They never ever talk about this. On day one, we'll be talking about something that few people ever consider. Why most social media content unintentionally trains people to not buy. Not because it's a bad content you're creating, not because your heart isn't in the right place, but because the way people communicate online actually conditions, not decide. So we'll also be covering why emotion alone gets attention, but it doesn't create consistent sales. If you ever had posts or lives that felt so extremely powerful, like this one we're on right now, I'm killing it. I'm doing so good. Everyone's going to buy my sales program. And then afterwards, nothing happens. The result doesn't match the effort. Why is that? We're going to finally, what we're going to do is we're going to explore why ethical online selling requires a completely different mindset than person-to-person sales. When you're doing it the way I'm doing, one to many, you have to be different. You have to recreate yourself. If you don't understand this, you're going to keep feeling like you did everything right while quietly wondering why results don't match your effort. All right. In day two, we're going to be moving right along here. Selling live. How to sell live. So the first day is kind of more about posts, but then we really dig into going live. And so, okay, here we go. I'm going to ignore the comments for now. Kimberly, remind me if I need to answer something later. That'd be great. Selling live without feature dumping. Okay. This is so big. Day two is where things get super duper real. This day is especially for anyone who goes live. It doesn't matter if you're on Facebook, Twitter, whatever, or YouTube, TikTok. It doesn't matter. You're feeling awkward, scattered, and you're unsure what to say. We'll talk about why most people, when they're selling live, talk too much. And, they talk way too much. And then they connect super less. Why explaining the program, the features, the structure, the numbers actually breaks emotional connection in real time. Like if I started talking to you and started breaking down how much money you can make with my program, you will actually check out. That's a little different than we've been taught. Okay, but will it work? Let's see. Why explaining the program, like I said, you don't want to get stuck on what's called feature dumping. And what we'll be addressing that most people need to avoid is, listen, why ethical pain framing is not manipulation. Okay, I'm going to be covering that. Let me say it again. Ethical pain framing is not emotional manipulation. You're not manipulating anyone. Okay, it is actually your responsibility to do it. That's the truth. Avoiding hard truths doesn't protect people, it keeps them stuck. Okay, so that's what's going on here. So I just got to take care of myself, the business opportunity like none other. Okay, okay, cool, awesome. I'm just checking the just start a church way easier than filter money. Grab your That's awesome. I really love what you're saying here, Nicole. Stay on the line. I'm going to make you a co-host in just a moment because I'm actually Christian and my school community is all Christian, and we do daily prayer, and we do daily yes, please. Okay, yeah, I will totally. Let me make you a co-host right now. Hold on. Give me just a moment. Invite. There, I just sent the invite to you. You can be a co-host. And I want to, sorry, it kicked me out. Okay, let me re-invite Kimberly. Can you mute yourself, Nicole, while I cover this content? And then I want to hear everything you want to say. Trust me, I do. Or I can mute you. Hi. I'm going to cover day 2 and day 3 real quick, and then I'm going to take you off of mute, okay? But I'm so excited to, I'm going to follow you real quick, Nicole. Awesome. How are you doing? Are you doing good?
Yeah, I've definitely been watching.
You've been watching. Okay, awesome. So I hate to mute you, but I just want to cover this content real quick. So just give me about 4 minutes. Is that okay? Okay, I appreciate it. We'll talk in a moment. Okay. Welcome back, Kim. Okay. So here we go. Let me cover everything else here. Day 2 helps you understand why people tune out, hesitate, and why they have to think about it. I just have to think about it. Why? Oh, I have to talk to my wife, or I have to talk to my husband. I have to talk to my spouse. How many times have you heard that? I'm going to tell you exactly what to say in the webinar, and I'm going to solve that for you in the workshop. So, once you see this, you'll never go live the same way. You'll never do another post the same way. Okay, that's day number 2. I'm trying to speed this up because I want to get to Kimberly and Nicole. All right, so day number 3, we're going to talk about why people don't actually need any social proof at all. Like when I started talking about how many millions of dollars that I made for that company, it's actually not important. It actually doesn't matter. No, I want to hear what you want to say, but let me finish day 3 real quick. Hold on just a second. I'll come back to you in just a moment. Please wait. I want to hear what you say. Okay, so day 3, why the real destination isn't about money, but it's about relief, it's about control, and it's about direction. And why personal guidance beats experience every single time. This is the breakthrough for people who haven't made their first sale yet. And that's who I'm really talking to. Because there's a lot of people when you have a program and it could be like, oh, there's 58,000 people in the community. We have all these wins, and use their social proof, which is fine. I'm good with that. But then people ask you, well, how much money have you made on it? That's a smokescreen objection. It doesn't matter. Is my money paying your bills? Just saying. This is about breakthrough for people. It's about changing the mindset from when you're selling something, you're not selling anything. You're simply serving first. You want to serve that person and with integrity. I don't sell anything. I'm literally on this live right now to help you. That's why I'm here. I'm not asking for your money. I'm asking if I can help you. That's why I'm here. And people don't get that. And I'll be going into that in the workshop. But because when you stop selling from outcomes and start selling from clarity and commitment, people feel it, and they'll see it just. And when you do that, it'll be a natural yes for them to invest in whatever you're selling. So there is a VIP experience, and I don't want this to be a distraction because there's 3 days. You get 30-minute teaching from me. that's kind of high level, that just kind of explains the what and the why of each day that I've already gone over in these slides. And then you do have a VIP option where you can upgrade for just 27 bucks is all it is. And you get all 3 days. But I'm not asking for money today. I'm simply just saying that if you come to the free option, you'll get value out of it. But if you really want to ask me a personal question about what's wrong in your business or what burning sales option you want to go over that's related to the content that I cover, then I'll answer that in the VIP. And I'll actually go through 1 to 3 people because I don't have enough time to cover more than 3 people. And I'll actually solve their problem real time. And they'll give you talking points. I'll give you ChatGPT prompts. I'll give you whatever resources you need to make those sales that you're not making now. That only happens in the VIP. Okay. And so that's why I offer that. And I'm not asking for any money. Right now, the point of this whole conversation is to simply create awareness that this is a workshop. It's 3 days long. It's going on next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursday and Friday. And then on Saturday, it's Saturday morning at 10 Central Standard Time. So I'm done going over everything I want to go over. I'm really interested to talk to Nicole. So let me unmute you. Go ahead. Hey, thanks for following me, Nicole. I appreciate that. Oh, are you on? Okay, I can hear you now. Go for it. Hi, can you hear me? Okay, I can hear you. How is it interesting? What do you mean?
Well, specifically the point you have on the wall. Well, actually, it was day 2. You had all the stuff about different tactics to manipulate people. Try to find people when they're.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Okay, hold on. I never said that. I never said emotional manipulation. I actually said.
Sure, it was the framework you said. Yeah, it was for sure the framework you said.
I actually said the opposite of that. If you play the replay, I'm gonna post. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna. If you go to YouTube,
Just say what you said. Yeah.
Okay, let me show you what I said. I actually have a script. I love how you're just attacking me out of the goal. I love it. That's so funny.
I'm honestly, man, I'm really anti-scam and pyramid. So when I see people who are trying to use religion to like build on top of that, it gives me the ick.
Yeah, well, that's usually why I don't even mention God when I talk. Okay, so here's the deal. Here's exactly what I said.
What again? What's the name of the course again?
Triangular sales. Because there's 3 concepts that you're learning.
Triangular sales. That's a funny name. You have to admit that's a funny name.
Now, let me ask you this: Why are you asking me this question? What is you gaining by this?
Honestly, can I be really honest with you?
Yeah, I'd rather you be honest.
Like 5 years ago, really interested in the psychology behind it, how it gets into people's heads, manipulation, and then that led me to like MLMs. And now course resellers, and now I spend a lot of time on TikTok. I've like talking to people who signed up to like resell courses, and then I've actually gotten 2 people to stop selling or like realize they're in a financial scam. So that's really what drives me. Trying to talk to people about the mathematics of how a pyramid scheme works, what's in a scam, what's legal, what's not, that kind of stuff is really fascinating. And I'm really grateful you talked to me live because some people just block me as soon as I start bringing up any questions about what they're trying to sell on TikTok, right? Like they don't want any negativity. So I think it's actually really cool you're opening up to have a conversation.
You're about the easiest person I've ever talked to. You don't scare me. So here's exactly what I said.
Oh,
look at this.
Genuinely then? Great.
Yeah. Can you see what I highlighted in yellow? Can you read it for me?
Framing manipulation. Well, you had the word not. It's a responsibility. So why do you think it's your responsibility to use people's trauma to get them to buy a program?
Well, that's what my workshop talks about. But let me answer your question.
And you think that's ethical?
I'm not manipulating. I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth about a real situation. If I tell you right now, listen, I gave you the microphone. Can I take it back?
I'm so glad to talk to you, Alan. This is fascinating.
Yeah. I'm glad to talk to you too. Can I take the microphone back?
Please.
All right, thanks. So here's what we're going to do. Let me cover this. I'm going to try to explain this in about 2 minutes. Are you good with that?
Oh, sorry, I just blocked out there. But yeah, what did you say?
Okay, I'm going to try to explain what is highlighted here in yellow. I'm going to take about 2 minutes. Are you good with that?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for permission.
I'll listen.
Great. So that means I'd rather you not interrupt, is what I'm asking, just to be more blunt. Okay, so what I'm saying here, I think you didn't hear me, okay, because I said not manipulation 3 times. So basically, this is what I hate. I actually agree with you. I hate when people emotionally manipulate people. If I took out the word not, that drives me nuts. We're agreeing. And so I could put this in all caps letters, okay, because you got me on that. Perhaps I did not say now not loud enough or stress it enough because I was trying to cover content quickly. That's on me. I made that mistake. It's a responsibility to be able to connect with people's ethical pain. Because if I don't connect with their ethical pain, they're not going to connect with me and they'll never change their life. You were in a cult. You said you were in a cult? Now you can talk. Were you in a cult? Is that what you said? Or you just...
No. Well, no. Well, I'm a gym member. Does that count?
Oh yeah, I think gyms are cults. I really do.
Right?
They come with all sorts of layers of...
I get to use the building. I get to sweat it out. The community.
Yeah.
So, have you heard of the BITE method? It's how you would assess a cult. So essentially, if you control people's B standing for behavior, I information, T thoughts, E emotion. So the BITE method is how you assess a cult and how it's manipulating those things.
Do you think I'm creating a cult?
The psychology aspect of what you're talking about.
Are you calling me a cult leader?
Well, I think you should look at those 3 elements.
Okay, you're cutting out. I don't hear anything. Are you...
Right? Some churches get called cults. Any high control group. Sorry, did you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Go ahead. You sound good.
So the 4 elements: behavior, information, thought, and emotion. That's what we're going to focus on, right?
That's not what I'm teaching at all. I don't know how well you're listening to what I'm saying.
Yeah. So the 4 elements of the BITE method are behavior, information, thoughts, and emotions, right? So those are elements of how you can control people.
Yeah.
That's what the BITE method is.
Okay.
It's how cults control people.
I need to take a step back because I feel like things are going a bit sideways here. Are you okay with that?
Well, I just want you to think about the point I made about the 4 different ways people get controlled. BITE.
I think you feel good because you said that, but I can tell you the truth that it doesn't impact me at all because I have a program that works and that I don't need to be helped. Okay. And I'm not saying this to be blunt or to be rude to you. I think you have some real emotional hurt that would need to be addressed where I can actually help with that in a forgiveness program that I teach in my free school community.
Alan, trust me.
I'm just being blunt.
You're not going to be able to help me. You're being blunt. Okay, for sure.
I've actually helped people who are much worse off than you are. And I care for you, and I feel sorry. And I'm not being insincere here. I want you to hear my heart because this is real. I honestly, legitimately hurt because you hurt. Whether you believe that or not doesn't matter.
Oh, then it's one-sided because I don't hurt because you hurt, Alan, to be honest with you.
I know you don't, and that's okay.
You're a very empathetic person.
I know you
don't care if you're hurting, to be totally honest with you.
I know you don't care, and that's okay. You're entitled to be wherever you're at in life. I would never change that. Do I sound like a cult leader?
For sure.
Just can you answer a yes or no?
Something cut out there. What did you say?
I just said, do I sound like a cult leader when I say that I don't ever want to change where you're at?
Do you sound like a cult leader? To be honest, no. Most cult leaders have usually have more charisma when they speak. There's a lot of elements. If you study cult leaders like Jim Jones, he was really good at getting into the psyche of people, getting to that kind of spiritual level of like manipulation and devotion. So I think that's really cool that he could do that. But I don't know if you're on that level yet, Alan, to be honest with you.
Do you want to be a cult leader? Why do you admire that?
Oh, I'm anti-cult, babe. I'm so anti-cult. There's actually some local cults here that I personally really don't like at all. But I find the psychology of it fascinating and how people get into cults, being a cult leader, and then the psychology of a cult, like someone who starts a cult, the leader and then the followers, right? So there's like the two different sides of it, and then there's all the different rankings of the psychology throughout it. Is really interesting. And then honestly, all these little MLMs and stuff, they're all like little culty girls of themselves. They don't like to filter certain information throughout other people.
Oh.
I just sent out an email to my list outlining the plan for unlimited.
Is everyone still here? I'm so sorry. That was a technical default. Like I literally did not hang up on anyone. My phone totally just died. That was so weird. Are you still here, Nicole? Okay, maybe you're here. Okay. I mean, if you're still here, I'm sure that made me look really good. Okay. Okay, there you are. You're back. Okay. That was so weird. I literally, my phone has so full of TikTok videos that it malfunctions. I did not hang up on you. I did not hang up on you.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay, Alan. No stress.
Okay. So continue. You're fascinated
So yeah.
by cults.
Okay. So yeah, I totally, honestly, I work in property management. This is literally just my hobby for the last, I don't know how many years. I've watched so many documentaries on cults. And I really started to be interested in the psychology of it, being like, why would someone join a cult? Why would someone start a cult, right? It's interesting. Ultimately, it led me to the BITE method, which a lot of psychologists use to assess different high control groups, but all different types of things could be assessed with the BITE method. You can even just Google it. And it essentially just stands for the different ways you can manipulate and control people. The 4 elements being behavior, information, thoughts, and emotions, right? So if you think about it, all those 4 different elements can be used in different way people or change their perspective or their opinion. I'm not saying any of this is good or healthy. I just think it's really interesting. And I think there's a lot of similarities that can be used in other businesses, industries, we'll say. What do you think about that? I want to know what you think about that.
I think you just gave me some good content on what to teach about what not to do. So I actually, let me share my screen here. Hey, brother. Welcome back. Sorry, my internet went poo-poo for a second, but we got Nicole still on here. She's going on about cult still.
One thing, if I can say one thing, and I respect Nicole doing what she's doing, if that's what she wants to do, great. But the more you give credence to this, the more the algorithm's going to push it. People just like that. So I would just move on. Because you're not going to help her. You're trying to help people, and she's not wanting you to help people. So
I think that's super valuable.
It's not about helping. It's about having a conversation of mutual understanding.
So yeah, but this is a business. Hey, Nicole, you got to understand this is a business.
Basically, you're telling the grocery store the cults are manipulating because they're solving the pain, helping them get groceries so people can buy groceries, right? It's a business, and if you're not interested in it, you should move on.
Marketing, they look at those 4 elements. Well, it just being smart versus being stupid, Matt.
Okay, hold on.
Buddy,
Hold on.
Matt, let's have a conversation about deeper meaning. Come on.
No, Nicole, we're not going to do that here. Nicole, you got one chance.
Are you afraid of?
I'm not afraid. Listen, Nicole.
Yeah.
I got nothing to prove to you. Nothing. Neither does Matt. Matt is being helpful to me. He's my accountability partner, and he's got my back because he is correct. You are screwing up my algorithm. This is a business. I mean, you wouldn't go into a business and start throwing their product all over the floor, would you?
Well, what
Like, hold on. I'm going to ask you a legitimate. You said you want to have a conversation, so we'll have a conversation for 1 more minute. If you're not obliging, I will block you. Okay. I don't want to do that. I want to be higher level with you.
I would love to know what you think about what I said.
Well, I'll tell you if you want to listen.
Yeah.
Okay. So, 2 things. It could potentially mess up my algorithm, which is correct. And I'm going to try to make it not beat up the algorithm for me, because what you're actually correct. I agree with you. And that what I'm teaching is not like cult-like behavior. What I'm teaching is how to ethically create a connection with people so that you can help them. You can serve first with integrity. That is literally the tagline of my entire company. Okay. So why, this is a rhetorical question. Why would I ever teach something that didn't have integrity? That's just a rhetorical question. So what I'm saying is, with my business, with my sales abilities, I only ethically sell. Because if I don't, it isn't about you, Nicole. It's about me when I die and I'm before the judgment seat of Christ. He will hold me accountable for what I say. So I take that serious. When you're in a guide position like I am, listen, do you like Star Wars? This is a real question. Go ahead and answer yes or no.
I've seen Star Wars when I was a kid, yeah.
Okay, do you remember Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, Star Wars.
Do you remember Luke Skywalker? Yeah.
Yes, I remember Star Wars.
It's a good impression. So obviously, let me get to the chase, because I got a meeting. No, it's all good. We can have fun. I like it. I'd rather have you have fun than throwing a dagger at my heart. So here's the deal.
Oh.
If you listen, I got the thickest skin you ever know. I'm just telling you what's real. When I think it, I feel it, I say it. I ain't no BSer. So here, listen, I literally have 2 sets.
I love chatting with you. I love chatting with you.
Nicole, I respect you. Please respect my time. I literally have a meeting, a real meeting at 6 p.m. or 6 minutes from now with Michelle O'Neill. She has made over $10 million in 3 years, and she used to take she would go to the grocery store with a calculator. This is a self-made millionaire that's a real mentor, and I really have to meet with her. Matt can confirm this. Kimberly that was on here, Artie that's on here. We all have a meeting with her, and I can't miss that. It's a training. So I'm not, because a lot of people say, oh, I got to go to a meeting, and they don't mean it. I'm just telling you the truth. I really do have to go to a meeting. So in the next 30 seconds, I'm going to wrap up this, and I would like to schedule a one-on-one with you that would be more appropriate in a Zoom. And I'd be more than happy to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Okay. Does that work for you?
Oh my gosh, I would love that. I would love to have a one-on-one with you.
Okay. So write this down. Calendly.com/ Here, I'll put on the screen. You can do a screenshot. Hold on. You're spunky. I like it. I'm grabbing the URL. Hold on. You're so spunky.
Can you tell me what the word spunky means specifically?
You kind of like got moxie. If you're from the East Coast, you got some pep to your step. Gosh darn it. Come on, people. I just want to grab a link and get going here. This always happens. I don't want it to do that. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and screenshot that. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so screenshot that. You can set up a 30-minute time with me. By the way, I normally charge $500 for 30 minutes, but I'll give you one for free.
Sorry, that's really funny.
No, so that's a real number. That's a real number.
That is a real number. I usually charge $500.
You want me to send you an invoice? You think I'm lying? You really think I'm lying?
No, I believe you probably tried to charge someone $500. I believe that.
Okay. Okay, well, I just, let's respect each other. I got 30 seconds here. Number one, all I'm saying is that Yoda is a guide. Yoda is a guide, okay? Obi-Wan Kenobi is a guide. And Luke Skywalker is the hero. A lot of people, when they try to sell something, think that they should be the hero. But they're wrong. They need to be the... I warned you 4 times and you're interrupting. I'm about to block you. I'm sorry. I'm being very patient. A lot of people don't realize they should be a guide who's already made it, has nothing to prove, and they're just there to help the hero. And that's how I'm going to end this right now. So set up an appointment with me. Let's talk. God bless you all. Have a good day. That lady was a spitfire. That was fun. God bless her heart in Jesus' name. Please help her to be healed. Man, only you can heal her. In Jesus' name, amen. God bless you guys. Thank you so much for joining.